What's up, Warriors? Another day, another music reaction. Bernie has a brand new artist for us tonight. He is called Don McLean. Don't know who this is. This video seems very old if I look at the quality. And the song is called Vincent. So I'm going in blind. I know nothing about this artist. I know nothing about the song. As usual, we like to go in blind, né? And just go along with the ride, enjoy the surprise, and then we do all the research that we need to do afterwards. So here we go with another classic.
Starry, starry night, blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day, with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills,
Wow.
sketch the trees and the daffodils, catch the breeze and the winter chills in colors on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me.
Does this sound familiar?
How you suffered for your sanity. How you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers.
How simplistic is this performance? There's nothing happening. Absolutely nothing. He is just playing away, picking away at his guitar. He's singing. He's not even trying to sing loud or aggressive or, show off with his vocal abilities or anything like that. He is just telling a story. We're so starting this over. I'm still trying to figure out what this is about. I know he's singing about someone who's called Vincent. I wonder. I have a theory, but before I sound silly, let's continue listening before I throw my name away here. But I'm before I share this kind of theory with you guys.
Starry, starry night, blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day, with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills, sketch the trees and the daffodils.
Okay, so this person is an artist.
And the winter chills in colors on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me. How you suffered for your sanity. How you tried to set them free.
Didn't Vincent van Gogh have mental illness, depression, anxiety?
Perhaps they'll listen now. Starry, starry night. Flaming flowers that brightly blaze. Swirling clouds in violet haze reflect in Vincent's eyes of china blue. Colors changing hue. Morning fields of amber grain. Weathered faces lined in pain are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you tried to say to me. How you suffered for your sanity. How you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you, but still your love was true.
Okay, hold on. So my arts and crafts classes of primary school is like somewhat coming back to me now. Um, or the song is actually taking me back to my arts and crafts classes of primary school. Um, so my theory that I was mentioning earlier, which I wanted to make sure of first, which I'm still too minded about, but it's the best theory I have, is we're singing about Vincent van Gogh or Vincent van Gogh. That's probably the proper pronunciation. Um, because from what I remember from my classes is that he had depression and his art was not, it was frowned upon. I only remember I only really remember one specific portrait that he made, which was the dark, the starry sky. Because I know I painted one, or I tried to imitate or recreate his painting. But I mean, freaking hell, I was like 11 years old, so or 12 years old. I can't even remember. Um, so I remember, or the reason why this I kind of feel like this is the artist that had the depression is because I remember an artist that I really sympathized with, and I felt so bad for him because eventually he died, but I think, was it suicide? Did he off himself? I think. um like, I'm gonna freaking give myself a history lesson after the song because this is honestly the only theory I have at this point.
But still your love was true. And when no hope was left in sight on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do.
He
But I
did.
could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you.
Oh,
Starry,
wow.
starry night. Portraits hung in empty halls, frameless heads on nameless walls, with eyes that watch the world and can't forget, like the strangers that you've met. The ragged men in ragged clothes, a silver thorn, a bloody rose, lie crushed and broken on the virgin snow. Now I think I know what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they're not listening still. Perhaps they never will.
Wow. Ah, okay. So I'm convinced, 110% now. We're this Don McLean was singing about Vincent van Gogh or Vincent van Gogh. Um, I want us to read the lyrics because it's so bloody beautiful and pure. And there's just a few that really stood out for me. So, starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and grey. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills, sketch the trees and the daffodils. Catch the breeze and the wind chills, and colours on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to let them free, to set them free. They would not listen. They did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. So, as far as I can remember, Vincent did sketch or paint a lot of things where he was trying to give hints of his mental state, of his suffering, of like his, let's go with mental health issues, ne? Um but no one saw him. No one thought that his work was amazing. Um, from what I remember, he was he was very involved with church, and then he became a missionary of some sort, and he ended up just giving away everything, and the church like almost banned him or something. So that's a little bit that I can remember from primary school. But essentially, he only became famous after dying, after taking his own life. This entire song kind of makes me feel like the artist who wrote the song, Don, almost wrote it as his brother, as a friend, as someone who was meant to listen to Vincent when he was trying to signal what was happening in his life, but didn't. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, swirling clouds in violet haze, reflects in Vincent's eyes of china blue. Colors changing hue, morning fields of amber grain, weathered, is it grain or green? Morning fields of amber grain. Oh, it is grain. Weathered faces lined in pain are soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, and how you suffered for your sanity, and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. For they could not love you, but still your love was true. And when no hope was left in sight on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this would have never meant for one as beautiful as you. This world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Starry, starry night, portraits hung in empty halls, frameless heads on nameless walls, with eyes that watch the world and can't forget. See, now these portraits are hanging in the wealthy's homes, it's hanging in museums, it's hanging in art galleries. No one forgets Vincent van Gogh. Everyone knows who that is. Everyone knows his most famous paintings. But when it mattered, when he was still walking the earth, no one cared. Like the strangers that you've met, the ragged men in ragged clothes, the silver thorn, a bloody rose. See, so the ragged men in ragged clothes, that I think that is probably the poor that he ended up giving all his belongings to. The silver thorn, a bloody rose, like crushed and broken on the virgin snow. The silver thorn, a bloody rose, like crushed and broken on the virgin snow. Was that a specific painting, or is that the incident where he chopped off his own ear? Did he chop? I think he chopped off his own ear, right? It was like because he wanted to create art. Like that is kind of what also, which was the clear signal that there's a bit of a mental issue with Vincent. Now I think I know what you're trying to say to me and how you suffered for your sanity and how you tried to set them free. They would not listen. They're not listening still. Perhaps they never will. I'm curious. Like, I don't remember enough about him, and I wish I do. Like, I think I'm gonna actually go Google him tonight. I never paid that much attention in arts and crafts classes. I always thought it's a useless class to have because I was not very artistic whatsoever. Today I regret it because I would do anything for some time to just be arty and paint something or sketch something or, just do something therapeutic. But I didn't have a very nice arts and crafts teacher, so it was not very nice. Um, I want to know who's the they. Is the they and how you tried to set them free? Like, who did he try and set free? Was it voices in his head? Was it the people that he was sketching for? Like, obviously, tried to make a name for himself. He tried to be an artist. Did he end up painting things that, like a lot of artists would they'll be ahead of their time. Or musicians would write songs that is again ahead of their time. They're preaching for future generations because they can see problems growing and happening and they know what's going to result in it. I don't know. So I'm speculating a lot now, but I'm triggered, which means I'm actually going to do some research after this and I'm going to refresh my memory of this artist so that I am not the one who is still not listening, um, or who's still not understanding. But yeah, at least I'm so happy that for some reason, you see, that's why it's so important for me to connect emotionally with something because it's like my brain, mm, because I have selective memory, my brain won't necessarily go and remember the information because I know I can go to a resource and I can find all the information that I need. However, my brain memorizes and associates emotion. So because I empathized with Vincent back in school when I learned about him, as I was listening to the song, it's like my brain was trying to tell me something, like because I could feel the feeling before he even sang about taking his own life or whatever. I was like, hold on, why do I feel like I feel sorry for this person? And why is this a familiar feeling? Why do I feel like I felt this towards this person before? I think that's how the memory came back and why I started my theory about is this Vincent van Gogh? I don't know. Anyway, I am so excited now. Bernie, thank you. My useless brain. Um, yeah, I'm very excited that finally my brain actually wants to. This has actually been happening often lately, which I spoke to my brother about it like last week, I think. Um, and it doesn't normally, again, selective memory. I don't care to memorize information that I know there is um, a repository for, as long as I memorize where I can find the information and then I'll go look for it when the time is ready. So it's like I'm trying to not overload my brain with information. It started off with being a coping mechanism. So when shit happened in my life and I didn't want to remember it because it hurt or whatever, I would lock it away. I would forget about it. Um, but now as I'm growing older, I'm kind of getting worried because now my brain just decides to not remember anything really. Um, so I kind of feel like my memory is impacted to some extent. However, the last few weeks has been odd because I would see something and it would just spark this extreme curiosity to the point where I actually sit here and do research on it, whether it's science, whether it's physics, whether it's a bunch of historians. Like I've never been into any of that shit. That's my brother's field. Like he is the genius. He is the research obsessed person. But I don't know. It's weird. And now the same with this. Now I'm so triggered. All I want to do is I want to know everything about Vincent van Gogh. I want to remember everything that I used to learn of him. Any case, that's my point. So I'm gonna go do that now. This was absolutely beautiful, Bernie. Thank you so much. Um, I love that someone could take something so precious and just write a beautiful song of it. Again, shit like this doesn't happen anymore in today's life. This beautiful music, this true and absolutely powerful, sincere piece of art written for someone who really needed to hear all of this when they were still alive. Um, it's grace. It's I don't know. It gives me a little bit of hope that good people existed. I don't know if good people still exist. I'm hoping so. Now, this song was written in 1971, which is what, 54 years ago? Um, yeah, that's basically a generation. Uh, it feels like a lifetime ago, to be honest. Anyway, Bernie, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. It's nice now I actually learned something again, and I'm about to learn more when I'm going to start my research. So I appreciate you. Thank you. I will check you guys in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.